Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Unknown Sounds with me, Pete Saxer, and thanks for catching up on our new video show. I'm really excited about tonight. Man, we've interviewed some great bands, but oh my goodness, tonight it's a special treat. We are going to speak to Audra Coldiron, who is also known as Madam Who. She's absolutely amazing. I played some music by her from way in the beginning when we were still with Revenge FM, and I've been a fan ever since. She's fantastic. She just gets better and better. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you the first song that she sent into the show to Unknown Sounds. It's a wonderful video. It's called Reclaim Your Power from the album of the same name. So here we go. Here's Madam Who with Reclaim Your Power.
Reclaim your power. Have you ever gotten down so hard you're seeing stars? You wanna end it all, but you don't, cause something inside you just won't die. It's too powerful. And your head is so filled with dread that you feel like you can't get out of bed, but you do, cause something inside you wants to fight, but you don't know how. So get up, get up, get up, get on your feet now. Get up, get up, get up, and feel your feet now. Come on, come on, come on, now take a breath. Sing after me. I am powerful. I am powerful. And I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And I'm incredible. I'm incredible. And I am worth it all. I am worth it all. Hey, hey, do you lay around in the days just amazed that you find yourself in a place that you hate? Cause you never thought you'd be so weak inside, or so powerless. It's like, what are you gonna do about it, right? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Well, here's what you can do about it right now. Love yourself like nobody else does. Get up, get up, get up, get on your feet now. Get up, get up, get up, and feel your feet now. Come on, come on, come on, now take a breath. Sing after me. Yeah, I am powerful. I am powerful. And I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And I'm incredible. I'm incredible. And I am worth it all. I am worth it all. Yeah, this is the hour to reclaim your power. Yeah, reclaim your power, 'cause you, baby, are worth it all. This is the hour to reclaim your power, to reclaim your power. Learn to love yourself like somebody else. Hey, cause you're powerful, you're beautiful, incredible. So love yourself like nobody else. Hey, get up, get up, get up, get on your feet now. Get up, get up, get up, and feel your feet now. Come on, come on, come on, and take a breath. Sing after me. Yeah, I am powerful. I am powerful. And I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And I'm incredible. I'm incredible. And I am worth it all. You're worth it all. We're worth it all. Yeah, this is the hour to reclaim your power. Yeah, reclaim your power, 'cause you, baby, are worth it all. This is the hour to reclaim your power. Yeah, reclaim your power. And to love yourself like somebody else. Hey, yourself like nobody else. Gotta love yourself like nobody else. Gotta love yourself like nobody else. Gotta love yourself like nobody else.
Wow, that is amazing. And that's what Madam Who is all about. You're going to hear a few words quite often tonight. You're going to hear inspirational, wonderful, beautiful, powerful. And without further ado, here she is now. Here's Madam Who. Yay! Hello.
For having me.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Oh.
I'm so glad to meet you. We've been talking online for 3 years now. Is
Yeah, a
that
long
right?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am so happy. You know what? I'm a bit starstruck. So if I'm a little bit nervous, please forgive
Good
me.
for me. Come
Oh,
on.
you are amazing. Not only is your music wonderful and your personal story so inspiring, but you are the consummate performing artist.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you're great. You are creative, and no matter
Mhm.
what you do, you bring that creativeness into it. So you
Oh,
picked music, but you could have done
yeah.
anything really.
Well, thanks, Pete. That
No,
makes
that's
me
all
feel
right.
so good.
That's all right. So let's hear a little bit about your history. So
Okay.
you're in Maryland in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
And is that where you're from?
No, not originally. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, right on
Hmm.
the corner of Delaware and Maryland in Pennsylvania, about 45 miles southwest of Philadelphia. But a little tiny town with two stoplights called Oxford, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
But I went to college in Nashville, Tennessee, because ever since I saw the Beatles documentary when I was 12, instead of a pediatrician, I suddenly wanted to be a rock star.
wow.
Yes, so that derailed my medical career.
What was what was the first Beatles song that was really inspirational to you?
Well, actually, before I saw the Beatles documentary, I knew a little bit about the Beatles because my mom had Rubber Soul album,
Yeah,
and I went through all of her albums. There were like 50, and that was like one of my top 5, but it was like fifth, you
yeah,
know. I think off that album, I really liked Norwegian Wood the best.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah,
John Lennon.
yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And you
Mhm.
can see that it's your kind of song too, because it's not just a simple love song. There's a lot to it. You know, there's a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
underlying things to it. Yeah, that's great.
Mhm.
I'm a huge Beatles fan as well.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
I'm
course.
like a Beatles nerd. I went to Liverpool a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. We were there during Beatles week. It was wonderful down in the cavern and everything. It was great.
Yeah, yeah, I went to the Cavern Club, yeah.
Yeah, I have to say
In the
this
ca
though. I was also in Studio 2 of Abbey Road Studios.
Oh,
It
wow.
was
Oh.
amazing. It was really great.
Yeah, I only went to London for, like, a minute,
Mm,
so I didn't
right.
get.
Well, next time you're there, I'll take you to Abbey Road.
Okay, great. It's a date, Pete.
Okay, fantastic. So, so you're Madam Who now, but you started when you were in college. Did you have another band? Did you start in another band?
Yeah, yeah, my first band was actually called Merry Madness.
Mm,
Merry like Merry Christmas. Everybody
right.
thought I was Mary, but no. So we were a four-piece. We switched off and on between lead vocals between me and the other guitarist.
Mhm.
And so we did half covers, half originals, and we actually we were only together for a year and a half, but we got on the first season of the reboot of Star Search, and
Wow.
that was that was before being on a talent show was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It it's the yeah, it was the days when you were on the talent show and you won, record companies wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah.
So we lost, so we weren't worried about that.
Yeah. Okay. But you were pretty successful in the Merry Madness, weren't you?
Well, no, it was Audra and the Antidote and the band after that
Oh,
that,
the band after that. Yeah.
yeah, they really, started to go somewhere. So we had this song called, Jenny's Got a Boyfriend,
Hmm.
and it was our hit. It got us on Farm Club TV show with Jimmy Iovine. It was his baby, and we got flown out to LA, and we got named as one of Nashville's top 5 unsigned bands, and then
Wow.
we got selected into the top 10 for the very first American Music Awards, New Music Award.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was really, we were like on our way, like
Mm.
it was going to be it because when we were on TV, it was aired on USA Network out a couple times, and we didn't really go anywhere with that except we got a lot of fans nationwide.
Mm.
And so then this next one was we were going to play the Bowery Ballroom in New York City, and
Nice.
it was going to be the very first day of this really prestigious
indie music conference called CMJ. I don't know if you remember that. But it was going to be the first day. It was going to be record company only, and Dick Clark was going to present.
Wow, so exciting!
Yes, it was going to be it, right? And we were so excited. We were telling everybody we were going to be rock stars. And Kim, the keyboardist, and I were in our coffee house in the early morning of the day before we were going to leave. We're telling everybody, get our autographs now. We're going to be rock stars, right? And then it was really early in the morning, and so somebody in the line started talking about something happening in New York and something about a crash that nobody really knew what was happening. And then we turned on the radio, and as we turned on the radio, the second plane hit the second tower. Yeah. Wow. And so, spoiler alert, we didn't get to go the next day because all the planes were grounded. And it got rescheduled for the next month, which totally messed everything up and culminated in with our band breaking up, actually.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That would have been such a great experience, but these things happen.
We did get to go, but there was no record company people. Dick Clark wasn't there.
Dick Clark wasn't there, no.
Yeah. So
wow.
The drummer quit after that, and it was just like one thing after another. We got blackballed in Nashville because we had to cancel a show with the Nashville conference because it was rescheduled for the New York thing was rescheduled, and then because of that they wouldn't book us in anything else.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So I was just like, somebody is trying to tell me something. It was just one thing after another. And I just decided, you know what? I guess I'm gonna stop. Then I just thought I was retired. I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. It broke my heart. And I was with who I thought was the love of my life. And so I decided, I need to just get on with my life. Just, so I had a couple kids with him, and we moved to Maryland. And we had a web design and hosting business that catered to indie artists. So that was
great.
Yeah, I kept my finger in that. And I swear Taylor Swift was one of our clients.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I remember because she never contacted me because she didn't have to, but I remember getting this email from this kid. She said, "Oh, my career is really picking up. I have to cancel my service." And then I remember thinking, "Oh, Swift, that's a neat last name."
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. So after that, you became a businesswoman and a husband. And a wife and a mother.
Yeah. And so for the next however long, I just was doing that. We moved to a tree farm, and we tried to live off the land.
Wow.
So I know how to make cheese. I know how to can tomatoes. I know how to get stains out of laundry. I know how to do carpentry and drywall and all that stuff. Yeah, I learned how to do upholstery. And so anyway, I didn't know this at first because I didn't even know what it was. But turns out the love of my life wasn't. He was a narcissist. And suddenly one day he decided he had enough of me and threw me out.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it was just like the lowest point of my life, because at that point I was just, I was an empty shell, because he had really, really done a number on me. And so I had to move out. I had to find another place to live. I had to create a business because there aren't any jobs around here. You have to really just make your own job. And so I started an upholstery business. And I was going to therapy, and just like nothing was working. And then finally, I took this was in the summer. This was like 9 months later. I took my daughter out to the ocean for a swim, and she was meeting her friend, and I was meeting my friend. And it was really choppy waters. And it was later in the day, and she was in the water, and the lifeguard got everybody out of the water when his shift was over, pulled away his stand, and then it was like, swim at your own risk. And she's like,
Yeah.
Mom, can I go back in the ocean? And I'm like, well, just don't drown. So we're just sitting there with my friend, who are watching our two kids, one brown head, one blonde head, and they're out in the distance, and it's still summertime. And so there are people out in the ocean still. And all of a sudden I see her brown head just doing this, right? And then I noticed that my little blonde head is a little bit further out in the ocean, and there was something wrong. So I just dropped everything. I did not pick up a flotation device, which in retrospect would have been smart. But I just rushed out there. I thought, I can swim. I'm a strong swimmer. It's fine. I'll get her. Luckily, there were two people in front of her. I mean, between she and I, because I got to where I couldn't stand up in the water anymore. And as soon as I took another step toward her, I got swept away in the same riptide that she was caught in. And so I was like, okay, I know how to get out of this. I just swim sideways, right? Yeah, no problem. So I tried that, and it's like, that didn't work. Maybe it was the other sideways.
Gosh.
No, that didn't work either. I was like, okay, I'll just catch a wave. It's fine. I'll catch a wave. Nope, that wasn't working. So then I'm like, I saw that the tall people in front of me were getting her, and she was going to be fine. But she saw I was in trouble, and she screams, "Somebody save my mom!"
Oh
And
my
all of a
God.
sudden, I just was like, I cannot die here, because she's going to blame herself for the rest of her life for my death.
Yeah.
And so waves were crashing down on me, and I went to my back to conserve energy, because I suddenly got really, really super tired. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is how a strong swimmer drowns. I always wondered,
Yeah.
like they get caught in something and they can't get out, and they're trying and trying, and it's so tiring. So I just go to my back to conserve energy. And it was just like a movie. There's somebody that came up behind me. It's like, grab my hand. And so I did. It was just a random stranger with a
Wow.
flotation device.
Yeah.
Yes, that was important. And so that day, when she was fine and I was fine, and so he took me to safety, and she was safe, and it just could have been so much worse, and it was so traumatic. And I was already at rock bottom emotionally, and I was drowning emotionally, and here I am almost drowning physically.
Yeah.
That night, I was just like, a song came to me, and I was like, no, I am not writing you. I am done with that. You go away. And it just wouldn't go away. So I get out my guitar that I hadn't played forever. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll write you. And it came like super fast. Like before that, it was just like, it was really painful for me to write songs. I
Yeah.
loved when I had them done, and I loved performing them, but writing them was just such a painful process. But this was like the opposite. It was just cathartic. It came really fast, and it was pleasurable. And I was like, okay, that was great. That was great, but I'm not writing anymore.
And I believe that song that you wrote was called Lifeline.
Lifeline, yeah.
You have a
so
video of that.
I did. I made a video. And I played it for my daughter, and I was like, "Do you like it?" And she's like, well, yeah." She's like 10, at the time. Yeah, but why do you want to remember that?
Mm.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Why do I want to remember that? And I'm still rock bottom. Just I feel worthless at this time, And so then I'm like, you know what? I think I should start writing songs with affirmations in them. I didn't believe them at the time. So maybe it would work. Maybe it would help me out of my deep dark pit that I was in. And so that's when I wrote Reclaim Your Power.
Amazing.
And it worked. And so I was like, I have to share this with everybody. So
Yeah.
I became who.
It's fantastic. I love that album. Every single song is a gem.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. But do you mind if we delve back into that again and play the video for Lifeline?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Lifeline by Madam Who.
Mm.
Waves are crashing on me. I am not fine. One will pull me under. It's a matter of time. And the current swept me far from myself. To get back, I need help. So throw me a lifeline. I'm barely hanging on. Throw me a lifeline. Hurt me, don't belong. Throw me a lifeline. I wanna drown. Throw me a lifeline. I never needed rescue from anything until I tried to save you from everything. So now all will be over my head. The next breath will be dead. Throw me a lifeline. I'm barely hanging on. Throw me a lifeline. Hurt me, don't belong. Throw me a lifeline. I wanna drown. Throw me a lifeline. The waves are crashing down. My feet on the ground. Splashing around. The waves are crashing down. My feet on the ground. Splashing around. The waves are crashing down. I don't want to I'm barely hanging on. I'm barely hanging on to sanity. Throw me a lifeline. Throw me a lifeline. I'm barely hanging on. Throw me a lifeline. Hurt me, don't belong. Throw me a
Wow. Gosh,
Yeah.
you know, you told us that story, but if we didn't know that story, it
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean literally what you were talking about. You know, it's an allegory for life as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really
because
great.
I was drowning emotionally, and
Mm,
then I almost drowned
yeah.
physically.
Was that your daughter in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Mhm.
That's great. You were writing songs for your previous bands. Were
Mhm.
they difficult to write?
Yes, very
Okay.
difficult, very
So
difficult.
from that point on, um, with
Mm.
Lifeline, it was you said it was easy and actually
Yeah,
cathartic.
they just flowed out of me, and,
Mm,
so I decided actually between Lifeline and, Reclaim Your Power, I did write one more. I wrote one. I was like, "Okay, like, I'll just write one more and then I'll stop." And it was a song called "Whatever," and it was about my relationship with, who I thought was the love of my life,
yeah.
and, the hook is, "I'm gonna be whatever I wanna be."
Mm,
And there's a lyric video, but I never made an actual proper video for it,
mm,
and it was the second, single from this new release that I did with the Animal Farm.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So, so your daughter really opened your eyes to say, you know, why do you have to remember these horrible things?
Yeah,
And then you,
because, when you sing something live, uh, you relive the emotions.
mm,
You have to. You, like, act it out. At least I do. I'm assuming other singers do as well. Um, so so I feel terrible at the end of it,
yeah,
And why do I wanna do that to
yeah,
myself?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, but I do when I play live, I usually tell my whole story, and I do play Lifeline at first, but then after that, they're all, making me feel better.
yeah, very good. Yeah, of course. And then reclaim your power. That was I love that video. It's amazing. You know, very theatrical,
Yeah.
just beautiful, and the energy is fantastic. Thank you
Thank
for that.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you enjoy doing that video?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Actually, I did the video for, the, um, NPR's Tiny Desk contest, but I knew I wasn't gonna win because I knew that's not what they were looking for.
Hmm.
But it made me, it motivated me to get a video done for it.
That's great. Was that the first video you did?
Yeah, no, that was it? Oh, I can't remember now. I
Because
think I did.
it's so produced. It's so beautiful, beautifully made. You know, for a first go, that's fantastic.
Thanks, thanks.
Yeah, really, that's great. Gosh, great. So there's another thing that happened in your life. You've really been through the ringer, haven't you?
Yeah. Yep, I
Yeah.
have. I've
Okay.
been through it
So
all.
I'd like to discuss this if it's okay with you, and
Sure.
then move on to happier, nicer, newer things.
Yeah, well, it's a part of my life, so I guess we should talk about it.
Yeah. So that was, of course, when you had cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, sure. It was about 3 years after I moved away from Nashville and doing the web design thing, and, um, I always had headaches. I'm just a headache person,
Mm,
but, um, I was having really, really bad headaches, and the usual remedies weren't helping. So for a couple weeks, I was just, like, taking off in the middle of the day to go take a nap because my headache was so bad. And so then in the middle of the night, apparently, I had a seizure. And all I remember is going to sleep, then
mm,
waking up. What was that?
I don't know.
Waking up downstairs on the couch, and my then partner was going, "How many fingers do I have up? How many fingers? How many?" He's just doing this. And we used to do that to my 2-year-old son just to, teach him numbers.
Yeah.
And he was doing that to me. And when it got to this, he went like, "What is this?" And I did know it. I but at that point I just said, I I don't know. And it meant 0.
Yeah.
And he's like, "There's something very wrong with you. I have called an ambulance to come." And, then, like, within seconds, there was flashing lights outside, and they took me to the hospital. They did, MRI, and CAT scans and everything, and then it came back, this pretty nurse just came to my side and said, we found a mass in your brain. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's, are you okay? And I just didn't understand like how significant that was, right?
Yeah.
So I was admitted to the hospital, and the brain surgeon, he was a really cool guy. And do-rag, earring, this guy that looked like he should have been a rapper instead of a neurosurgeon. He's awesome. I love him so much. But he, he wasn't sure that it was a cancerous tumor at first. They had to send it off to pathology, but it came back that it was a cancerous tumor. It was, if you're going to have a cancerous tumor, I had the best one to have, but it was still cancerous. And I had to go through radiation, and I still, to this day, I have to have yearly MRIs checkups. And so actually I'm going to have one in a couple days, but a few years ago, when I got back into songwriting, I had the MRI, and then I was just like, you know what? Because it's really rhythmical, the sounds that are in there. If you've never that for your brain, different if you have something for something else. But oh my gosh, my light just went out. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry.
No worries.
All right. Well, we'll just make do with this, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So, so I wrote this song because I wanted to convey what it sounds like in there, and I also had all these emotions along with it. And eventually, I just it was just one day after it, I decided I was going to do this, and it didn't turn. It's not a song that I would play live, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not really my general style, if you say that I have a style even, but it's very electronic, because that's what the MRI machine is. And somebody described it as dubstep. So anyway, it's called Unremember.
Yes. Now I've seen that on YouTube. You actually have two versions of that on there, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I had the first version. It was just pictures.
Yeah.
And then the second version, I might have even added to the song. I can't remember, but the second version was for a contest
Mm-hmm.
I entered, and it was about brain cancer, actually.
Right.
And,
yeah. Because it's pretty much narrated, isn't it? You tell all the different steps and things. And what you were watching. But I actually have that video, the first video, which is just the music and the
pictures.
Okay. Let's play that now, okay?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I wanna live my life in the clear.
that we ever met. I wanna forget that we ever met. I wanna forget that we ever met. I wanna forget that we ever met.
Wow, those are some powerful images there.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh.
Yep.
Amazing. But you know what, though? Through the whole thing, the one thing that stands out to me is that beautiful smile of yours.
Aw.
You're always smiling in there. You know, I think they always say you have to have a positive attitude in these things in life in general, and you certainly encapsulate that.
I try to.
Yeah, you do. And
Yep.
you also, it's not just for yourself, you're giving it to the world now, which is why I
Mhm.
really love you.
Aw.
With Reclaim Your Power is just,
Mhm.
it's so empowering. And I know well, I'm actually, I assume that it's based, it's focused on women, but it's for men as well.
Yeah, it's not necessarily
Yeah,
for
that's true.
women at
Yeah.
all. I
Mm,
mean, just so happens that I wrote it because of me and a lady friend that was going through something similar, but yeah,
mhm.
it could be for anybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. And I love that you take all these hardships in life and you use your music as a therapy and also as inspiration.
Well, thanks, Pete. I really like helping people. In fact, I've been thinking about becoming a therapist.
Mm, I could see
Mm,
you definitely doing that.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, it's fantastic. And are you performing still?
Well, every now and then I'll perform, but I live in a resort town that
Mhm.
only does covers. They only they only like cover bands and tribute
Oh,
bands. So
all right.
I did perform last year. I performed twice. I opened for Jill Sobule, if you remember her,
Mhm.
and she sang the original "I Kissed a Girl,"
All
and
right.
then yeah, and then I had my record release party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in Berlin,
Ooh.
Maryland.
Fantastic. You would fit right in Berlin, Germany, though.
Oh
It's
yeah, I'm
a
sure.
very cool place. Yeah. Oh, that's really wonderful. And you were on Good Morning America, weren't you?
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, Good Morning America is a staple in morning shows in America. It's
Mhm.
a national show that's shown all over the states.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I had been on a local affiliate and they told my story and they just picked it up and it was it was at a horrible time. I my dad was dying
Mm.
and I was in my hometown helping my mom with my dad. And then they called in the middle of all of this and I'm just like,
Oh my gosh.
and he died like 3 days before they came and filmed.
Oh, mm,
Yeah. So it was like bittersweet, really.
yeah. Wow. But that gave you some exposure, didn't it?
It did.
Probably what over 1 million people must have seen that.
Yeah. They have a viewership of 1.7 million.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mhm.
Gosh, and all your music is available everywhere, isn't it? You have your
Yeah.
own website. Actually,
Yep.
I have a couple of captions here. So you've got your madamwho.com.
Mhm.
You're
Yep.
also on Instagram,
The real
which
Madam Who.
the real Madam Who, that's right. You're
Mhm.
also on Facebook,
Yep. As
Madam
Madam
Who,
Who.
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not on there very much, but
No,
yeah, I have an account.
yeah. I don't
I don't
like
really
calling
like
it
it.
X now.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I don't yeah, me neither.
no,
Mhm.
no. And
And
YouTube, you've got a YouTube channel,
yep,
which
that's
has
at
all these videos and more.
mhm.
Really great stuff. You should definitely check it out, everyone.
And I'm
She's
also
a
sorry, I'm also on TikTok, but
TikTok.
up until, like, 2 days ago, they thought I was under 16. And look, I know I look young for my age, but come on, 16?
That's great.
So,
Oh my
nobody
gosh.
can share my videos. I'm like, "What in the world is going on?"
Wow.
So I
That's
had to
amazing.
yeah, I had to prove to them that I was not under 16.
Yeah. Oh, incredible. One of my favorite songs on the Reclaim Your Power album You do have a video for it, but as we discussed, it's a lyric video. But if you don't mind, I just want to play a little bit of the song itself because it's wonderful to
Oh,
me,
sure.
and it also shows your understanding and acceptance of all different types of people with all their foibles, which is
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It really is.
It's one of my favorite songs I've ever written,
Really,
really.
mine too.
Mhm.
Mine too. We're just gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna look into your eyes as we play it.
Ah!
No, I'm not. I'm not weird. Don't worry. I'm not crazy.
Okay, Pete, ready?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. It's called Strange and Beautiful. I'm gonna keep us on the screen, okay? Here
Sure.
we go.
Stevie always said that he was a lesbian, trapped within the body of a man. Jennifer used to keep a collection of pencil points. Why no one could understand. Sometimes it's better just to leave it unexplained and to let the mystery remain. Aren't we all strange and beautiful? Yes, we are. Weird and wonderful, everyone. Strange and beautiful. Strange and beautiful. Strange and beautiful. Debbie doesn't like to walk through a doorway first or cause a scene unless it's well rehearsed. Michael takes the labels off the cans he buys, so when he eats, it's always a surprise. Some people worry 'cause they think they don't fit in, but nobody really does. In the end, aren't we all strange and beautiful? Yes, we are. Weird and wonderful, everyone. Strange and beautiful. Strange and beautiful. Strange and beautiful. Don't be afraid of who you are, 'cause we're all just who we are. And who's to say what is normal anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stephanie's a hypochondriac, so what you need, but twice as black. Senorita Webb's not with her. That whole week is still a blur. Jimmy's had midgets freak him out. He's over 6'6" without a doubt. When Jenny Dan's gonna fix up the farm, he only chandelier in the barn. Patty says she can smell the ghost. Johnny brags he can eat the most. Neil William and he goes. I know the wrong sounds pretty odd, but everybody wears their own shade.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, that was fantastic. I felt like I was getting a private concert. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I just want to let you know I am happily married. And Dawn will be watching this, so yeah, and she
Hi,
loves you as
Dawn.
well. Thank you. Oh, that was wonderful. It's such a perfect song. You know, it's musically very, very interesting, and the lyrics are not only funny, but they're very unique to make a point. You know, and they're hilarious.
You know, all of those people I mentioned are real people. They're my
Yeah.
friends and family.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love the one that takes the labels off the cans.
Oh, that was my ex.
Really?
Yes.
That is amazing.
He was super quirky. That's one of the reasons I loved him, but it got old after a while.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. That was great. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're wonderful. I know I feel like I'm just, you know, I feel a bit embarrassed now because I'm just gushing, but I try not to hide my enthusiasm and my emotions because I really think that you're such a talent. I really love your stuff.
Thanks. I wish I can convince other people of that.
Really?
Yes.
I don't
I know.
understand. I don't understand
I don't know.
why.
I've never understood it either, but well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what I think basically most people are stupid,
Mm,
you know, and they like the stuff that's just churned out,
yeah.
you know, where
They're not true music fans like you are.
yeah, I think that's true. Because
Mm,
when I do my shows, the only problem I have with my shows is that, like, if I play anything from punk to ballads to dance music, and
mhm.
a lot of people don't like that because they only like certain types.
Yeah, I know that's so weird. Like, I get really frustrated with that too because I like to write and record all sorts of songs, but it's just it's not marketable that way, you know.
Yeah,
Because if you come out with a song, say like Peter Meter, like the next song has to be something with rap and with guitars. It has to sound similar,
right.
and maybe down the line you could do something different, but it just like squashes everything, and then don't even get me started about how all the reviews are pulled by like 2 companies and their playlists come from the top and you just can't get anything local now.
Yeah,
It's just terrible.
it is. It really is. Great. I've got another inspirational song off of Reclaim Your Power. It's called I Am Enough. Let's have a listen to that now, okay?
Okay, sure.
When I was young, society and me, we had a toxic relationship. It said to me, said I needed to be ready and popular in order to be loved. Well, I've had enough. Enough is enough. 'Cause I am enough. Ooh, I am enough. When I was young, a couple boyfriends and me, we had a similar relationship to society. And they knew that I should be submissive and sexy too, or I might not get their love. Well, I've had enough. Enough is enough. 'Cause I am enough. Ooh, I am enough. I've had enough. Enough is enough. 'Cause I am enough. Ooh, I am enough.
I love that. That was fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was like a workout video as well.
I know. It's so funny. I wanted dancers, and the lead dancer is a friend of mine's daughter, and she did the whole thing. She choreographed the whole thing. You know, the dancer that was in front that looked the best. Yeah.
Great. Oh, that's a lot of fun. That was really good. Thank you. Gosh, so you've got a new single out, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Go on.
It's one that took me the longest to finish. I started it when I still lived in Nashville way back when. And it's something that my grandmother had said to me on the way to college. We stopped by her house in North Carolina on the way to Tennessee. And I was alone with her in her kitchen. She was a wealthy woman, and she was originally from Atlanta. So she has had an accent like Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind, you know, one of those old school Georgian accents. But so she got me, we were alone in the kitchen, and she said, "Audra, I've been out of the dating pool for some time now, and I was just wondering, do boys still require that you have sex with them?" I was like, listen, everything I could do to stop from just busting up laughing, you know. Here's my proper grandmother asking this question.
Wow.
And I was like, yes. So it was years later that I came up with the chorus to the song, because she had since passed, but I figured that this would be her advice on how to keep a man, just because of other things she said and did. And things my mom told me. But so I had the chorus, and I just couldn't find the right verses. Just tried and tried and tried. I couldn't find the verses. And I knew the chorus was amazing. And I knew it was going to be so good. I couldn't give up on it. Yeah. And so finally, when I got back to try, but then it wasn't until I joined this songwriters group last year that I actually finished it. And it was just like, she said the right things, and it was just like a light bulb went off, and I had it completely finished and produced the next week.
Wow. And I'm so glad you did, because it's a wonderful song.
Yes, it is. It's so much fun. It is just hilarious and fun. And I just love it.
Yeah, me too. And the video looks like a lot of fun as well.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it's my daughter again playing my younger self.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that now. Here's Peter Meter by Madam Who.
His face and how he left me high and dry. She lifted up my chin, said, "Honey pie, I don't know him, but I have a hunch, I might know why. There's only one way to keep a lover.
Oh my gosh, that seems like so much fun to make.
It was fun.
Your daughter seemed a little bit embarrassed in there, or she's a very good actress.
Well, I told her to be very embarrassed, but
Yeah.
she's just naturally embarrassed by me. You know how 15, so
Oh, that's fantastic. It's a lot of fun too. I love the beat. It's amazing. It's all over the place. It's really
Yeah.
good. That's it. I love your style as well. It's like almost with the glasses. It's like a steampunk kind of thing.
Yeah, I love steampunk.
Yeah, really fantastic. Really great. So Peter Meter is
Mhm.
available now, isn't it? You can get
Yep.
it on your website.
Yep.
You can also hear it on Spotify.
Mm.
Pretty much everywhere, I'm assuming.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys definitely check out Madam Who. She's amazing. She's not only a talent, an inspiration, but she's a wonderful human being as well.
Oh, thanks, Pete.
No, you know what? I'm so lucky with Unknown Sounds.
Mhm.
We started it a long time ago and we didn't know how it was going to work out, but I've got to, hear music from people like you, and it's been
Mhm.
amazing. And now that I'm meeting everyone, it's just,
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. I'm really blessed. So thank you for participating.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you too, Pete.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that, Audra. Oh, that's fantastic. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us again. And we're looking forward to all your new music. Hopefully there'll be some new music coming out. And hopefully you'll perform in London soon.
Mhm. Oh,
That would be fun.
yes. Send me a ticket.
Yeah. Because Unknown Sounds did we did our own live gig.
I know.
It was really
I
great.
wish
And
I
I
could
would have,
have been
yeah. Oh, you would have loved it. You would have had a great time. And people would have loved you as
there.
well.
Mm.
They like an American accent here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, because we like the English accents here. You know
Yeah.
that.
I know. I wish I could do it, but I can't. I can't even fake it.
Really?
No, this is my Liverpool accent.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
And I can only do it in reference to the Beatles. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So,
me too.
hello, Paul. Can you make me a cup of tea?
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's Indian.
Yeah, I know. That's what they get. See, I hear it perfectly. It's like Paul McCartney speaking, but
Yeah.
everyone says it's Indian. So who knows?
Okay, now try Indian, and maybe that'll be the Liverpudlian.
Oh, that's true. I'll have to work on that. Oh, that's great. Oh, Audra. Thank you so much, Audra.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Pete.
Okay, and we'll see you again. And thank everyone for joining Unknown Sounds, and hopefully you had a good time, because I know I did.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Thank
Pete.
you.
Mwah.
Bye.